What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday Morning Live, Season 7, Episode 24. Hey! I've got to finish my cold drip. I just realized that I brought more cold drip yesterday, and I'm right in the middle of making it. So, of course, let me go get that real quick. Is J-Bot here is the first thing. Doesn't seem to be. Okay, let me fix that real quick. And then I'm going to go finish my coffee. Oh, yeah, I guess J-Bot is there. Okay, verbal J-Bot's not there. Connect. Hey, good. Connect. Why aren't you connecting? Oh. Yeah, I guess it'd help if it was on, right?
Bluetooth mode.
Thank you.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Okay, y'all guard the front. I'll be right back. It took an unusually long time because of ice water. Hold on. Almost. Almost. It is getting hot outside. It is summertime. Actually, I had a pretty pleasant day yesterday because the sun was covered by clouds and it really didn't rain like it was supposed to. So it was a much better day yesterday than it is today. All right, let's catch up on the comments. Let's get assembled real quick, and then we'll catch up on comments. Lock force assemble! So, I'd kind of started doing this. I really want to do a better version of this, but it was just I grabbed a piece of wood and I was like, I'm gonna start doing this, but the cores fall out too easily, and I kind of use that as like a board so that you can check keys in it. Mostly for Kim, mostly for Corbin Rustling because they're a pain in the ass, but it's a good theory. I'm just trying to figure out how to keep the plugs in. I've kind of thought about using just like spring clamps maybe or something. I guess if I used spring clamp, did it on a different piece of wood. But it was a good idea, but of course the mailbox locks clip on the back. But the only problem is all the plugs fall out. Get mixed up. Yeah. So I'm kind of thinking about doing plugs, like a little bit bigger board with like one row with just mortise cylinders, which of course I can just screw on one of those mortise cylinder rings on the back of it. You could say, why don't you take the plug out of the mortise cylinder? But some of them have only got like one of the oddball keyways, so I don't want to separate the plug from the mortise cylinder. That way I can always steal it if I need to. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Everybody's seen the padlock board with the padlocks missing from it. Rune in the house as always first, regardless of what J-Bot thinks. Nate G. Outlaw, what's up, Gumby? Happy Saturday morning to you. Your Father's Day is not on the same day. It was June 5th. When we're on like the 13th or the 14th? Wow. That's weird. I mean, father is kind of universal, right? What's up, Chevy dude? Retired Butcher Boy. Good morning to you, Dana Reed. What's up? Tugboat Girl. Yes, please hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. Where'd this guy go? Anthony, what's up? Alan C, did you make it over here? Nate G, what's up? I think I've got turned off. The points thing won't work until I turn it on. I turned them all off last week. Daughter's taking you out for Father's Day. Neat. We're going to see, I guess I really didn't associate it with Father's Day, but Mission Impossible Kevin's been wanting to go see. Even though I'm totally burnt out on the movies of that series. I fell asleep many times during the last few. But she wanted to see it in the theater. No XD or anything. It's already in the little bitty theater. And when we bought the tickets a couple of days ago, we were the only two there except for one guy somewhere around us. So, anyway, I hope it's an okay movie. And we didn't really associate it with going out for Father's Day, so I don't think that. We're just going to see a movie and eat Cracker Barrel, I think. Hopefully. You've been first twice. Oh, I think James Randolph has the algorithm down as far as grabbing that first slot. What's up, Douse? I have you, oh man, I have you and a couple of other Canadian folks. Some lock force door markers coming out. Soon. We had to get rid of all the domestic ones first, and then we got to get those out. It's like, yeah. So Kim, I was like, so Kim, you need to find out how much Canadian shipping is, because right now we're restricting the lock force door markers to Canadian and U.S. So it's like $20 now. No, it's like 18 something 50 for us to send something to Canada, right? So here's the kicker though, because it used to be about 16 for small flat rate box. Yeah, small. No, I think it was more than that for just standard. I can't remember. I remember paying something like 16 or maybe that was just small envelopes to Canada. Whatever the case is, regardless of whatever price it was to send it, we now have an option to pay for you guys customs. So that's what we're going to be doing with the fuel, and we have to pay like $9 more to guarantee that the receiver won't have to pay anything for it, and that will actually go through, which I find just, come on now, jeez, it's bad. It's bad. Anyway, yeah, y'all's are coming out with guaranteed shipping, so you don't have to pay for them. Thank you, store members, for helping with all that. Appreciate all our store members. What's up, y'all? Zach M. Good morning to you. Kim, what's up, Kevin K? Hey, John, you did make it. Yay! American flag, American flag, American flag. Yay. Go, America. Uh-oh. Incoming. We may be bajizzy. Hey.
How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good.
What can we help you with?
Had a nice front door, Sunday, I'll show what it looks like, got damaged, it wasn't locking. We had a storm hit, and it jostled the house, and the door was locked, and it popped open. But anyway, it wasn't locking, so I pulled this piece out, I noticed that it was bent, and so I wasn't sure if did I try to repair it, or did I just
This is a common problem with this brand. I don't have this exact. Is it the latch that's not coming out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's twisted up. How did that happen?
So when that storm hit, it rocked our house, and I think it was extended all the way, and the door opened. It just came open, so I don't know. So I had to, so it wasn't locking afterwards, so I had to go in there and
Oh, and these are installed on a thin door too, aren't they? Because these are cut down. So usually what I do is replace them with just a standard bolt. It's not going to be like heavy duty bill. I just did one a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
They work completely fine for it. Let me grab one. Let's see.
This is what it looks like. I'm sure it's
So I can probably find one. This is a commercial version of the same thing.
Okay.
But it has this faceplate instead of the darker. But once you put it on the door,
Yeah.
you can take a Sharpie and go over it. And
Okay.
nobody ever touches that anyway. So,
Yeah, no, you're right.
but the only problem you're going to have a lot of fun trying to do is get these.
Matched up.
Yeah, they will go in there just fine. So what you need to do on these is.
Is that art? So those are great.
Yeah, these look good. Yeah.
They are good. Okay. Okay. Good.
So basically, when you're holding the cylinder upright like that,
Yeah.
okay, the tailpiece will turn 180 degrees.
Okay.
So on this one, it goes 180 side to side.
Okay.
3 o'clock to
Sure.
9 o'clock,
Okay.
right? So you want to center that one.
Okay.
Same way with the other side.
Center.
This one 180 degrees vertically.
Okay.
So centered would be horizontal on that, which is the outside.
Okay, that's the outside.
Yep.
Okay, let me put this on this.
Yep, I can actually do this for you. this one is going to be vertical.
That's it. That's the inside.
Inside.
Okay.
Okay. So starting on the outside, put this in obviously. Using the hole, you get a flashlight, and hard because of that trim on your door. It takes a bit to get that to go because it wants to sag a little bit. So once you get that, and you want to do it that way because when you come in this side, you're not going to be able to see what you're doing. And with it vertical, it'll hit. You're hoping it'll hit. So once you get it in, you got your key with you.
Okay. Yeah.
Just check the cylinder to make sure they're okay.
I think that's one right there.
So once you go down like that, make sure your key
Okay.
locks it and unlocks it on both sides.
Okay. I made that key, so that may be a little.
Yeah.
We're having a house repair. I'm trying to just to lock the door so nobody comes in. So.
Well, it sounds like you probably need to adjust your strike plate though too to
Oh, really?
make it line up if you're having to push or pull the door.
The door action's coming in and out. Just I just couldn't turn. I couldn't lock. I just couldn't lock it all. So. I tell you, when you start doing stuff like that, you're like, this is why you hire somebody to do it because you're like.
Yeah, and like I said, I literally just did that old latch is thrown out. Not as bad as yours, but it was done up. And for them to have made those so heavy duty, it's kind of crazy how easily they mess up compared to a regular latch. These outlast those things by miles. All right, so you're good. You good on keys? You don't need any more? Okay. Put this in there. You got the screws for the latch, or you need a couple of new ones?
I got to get screws for it.
Okay.
I'm about to keep the old one.
Oh yeah. No.
This is. I'm trying to. The insurance company's like, that door didn't move that much. They were trying to.
So was the door bound up when you finally were like you would?
So when the storm hit, the lock was in this thing.
Right. So it torqued it, and what happened is that torque transferred from the latch part sticking out, and it literally split itself apart.
Okay, because that thing popped open. It was fully extended, popped open, and
it did pop open, and it bent it. And this part's a common brake problem with them, but yeah, it split it open and twisted it.
Yeah,
that's
because it was. I was like, the funny thing was that where it was latched the other door did not have any damage to it. So I was like that when it hit that door.
Well, if you live around here, it's that Yazoo clay that's also kind of helping with matters too. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it may have been hard, really close to not working anyway.
You know.
Yeah, Yazoo clay pays the power bills.
So what are those little things called in there? These little foundations. I bought many of these from you before for the other locks. Is the keys?
Tailpiece is what it's most commonly referred to as. And they have their own. Some you can switch but they have like all their own sizes.
Oh, yeah.
And they did that because M-Tech is a copy of Baldwin, so they had to change minor things so that Baldwin didn't sue them.
I got you.
Let me get this reader connected. You doing card or 1620 is it? So we've been having problems with this guy connecting.
Yeah, you helped me before with those little tailpieces where you got a line slide beside each other.
Yeah, the old Schlage style, yeah.
When you get one of those in, you're like, thank you, Lord.
Oh, it's like the, yeah.
You're like, wow. You're holding your mouth just right.
Mm-hmm.
Is this, on this, the size, I don't have to adjust the size and how far this thing comes out. Is that right?
No, it's set for yours.
Okay, perfect. You're exactly right.
What? Okay.
You slide it in or tap it.
You should tap if you got a tap.
I got to.
There we go. And check out, there we go, 1620. There you go. And let's see if you have. Uh-huh. Good old M-Tech. Good old M-Tech. Oh, Gumby, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Totally wasn't why I brought that up. Well, I didn't bring it up for that. It wasn't necessary. But it will definitely go into the shipping bin. Ow. Ah! More than likely that lock worked really badly before and was already on the verge of breaking, and then a little extra pressure made it pop open. But I swear, I mean, I have somewhere, I think in my truck, I've got a couple of M-Tech deadbolt latches. Bought new from a M-Tech supplier, and they're the shittiest latches. I don't see why people like M-Tech. But going back to the whole shipping thing, and again, thank you, Gummy, for the super chat. But it's ironic that now that we have that option. We didn't have that option before, to my knowledge. That's a new option. So what I'm wondering, though, okay, you just ordered, yeah, now I'm wondering now. But what I was wondering, when Kim told me that, I was like, if they receiving it through FedEx, then FedEx charges an extra. This is what I was kind of wondering. Then FedEx, I want to know what happens on your side, because Americans don't necessarily, well, I guess we do pay customs fees. Now we do. Previously, you know, if it's not, it's usually built into the shipping, and nobody really thinks about it being a customs fee. As an American, let me just point it this way, and I don't ship big stuff. I'm sure container, you know, big stuff like that has always had customs fees. SE lock and key. No, we don't do key forbs. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's always been like mingled into the price, and you didn't really pay attention to it. I just ordered products from Chicago, was charged about 25% tariff. So what we were wondering is, so this is basically, but it's a giveaway item, right? So we're paying $9 to guarantee this. But it's a giveaway item that sells for $8.95 on the store, or less if you're a store member. What the customs fees is 25%. It's charged about 25% tariff, but that's just extra. Is there more to that? So that's what I'm wondering. Are we paying $9, and y'all are only having to pay like $2, or if it's 25%, then it's $3. Are they trying to get one over on us? Of course, if it actually speeds up the process, it would totally be worth it, you know? I just don't know how that works. But I guess as the days progress, we are all going to learn how all that works. Slowly but surely. Hey, Mr. T, thank you for coming to the channel member. I appreciate that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. From Google. What are y'all talking about aspirin for? Who needs aspirin? Story time. I went to court this week. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I've got a video that I'm working on that describes the whole process. Oh, hey, Alan C., what's up? You made it over here. Luckily in Canada, Canadian Post doesn't put the extra collection fee. He should let us play when it's big. Well, I forgot to click everything over. I'll try to remember if I have a, something come in that's going to take a minute. I did that last time. I want to know where when y'all get aspirin and customs fees merged together. It did when using UPS, but USPS goes through Canada Post. Yeah, I knew that. Told me not to use UPS also. What's up, Dark Arts? Oh God, yeah, I've got a couple of Canadian fellas too. I got to send stuff to, and that's gonna be ridiculous. I don't know. Do y'all use 2 3/8 and 2 3/4 backset over there? Fuck if I know. That's what I'm wondering. I got to get a list because I do have several, and like 20-ish international members. But given the current state of shipping and everything nowadays, like limited to very small packages, right? And hope it ends up there and doesn't get refused. Some countries are probably refusing packages. But I don't know. Does Australia use 2 3/8, 2 3/4? It's just ignorance on my part. I don't know. M-Tech bolts are nothing like Baldwin's. Baldwin's were some, they were some standard bolts, not overbuilt. I think M-Tech overbuilt and just for no reason. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, though, the screw-on tailpiece and the pin and cam and the tailpiece, the cap, pin, and spring are all effing their own size. I've tried everybody's and nothing works. I think we lost J-Bot. No, J-Bot's there. It scrolled. Where was I? Damn it, I wanted to find the answer to what I was looking for. Oh, I hadn't taken a sip of my Mississippi Cold Drip, which is available at mscolddrip.com. Definitely only within the continental United States, because you imagine trying to ship liquid. It's so delicious and refreshing and available at mscolddrip.com. Okay. You've replaced 3 bolts in the last 18 years. Man, do you have ground problems like Yazoo Clay or shifts? If you have issues with ground shifting and doors closing and locking, and the dumbass company that charges $15,000 but offers convenient financing plans for a door, metal door, and puts those in with self-drilling sheet metal screws, they're a lot more likely to blame. Also, I would like to add, those doors have heavy weather stripping. The latches suck on M-Tech, and like, not to really flame you about being an M-Tech, preferred person or whatever, but the spring cage for the locks, no, come on now. That's the most ridiculous fucking spring cage I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, sorry. That's my beef with M-Tech. So all of that combined makes me hate MTech. It's not an individual. It's not this little thing, this little thing, this little thing. And yeah, and the only other, those Baldwin deadbolts, the only problem with it back in the day when they were putting in those small format deadbolts is they would never drill them the right size. They'd always drill them with I can't remember, but it was 1 3/8 or 1 1/4. Basically, I've run up on so many installations of the exact same size, and the deadbolt, when you tighten it down, as the wood kind of weathers, it like sucks into the wood and falls into the hole. It's like, bro, you drilled the hole too big. I can't fix that except by putting a backer plate on it or re-drilling it and putting plates on there. But of course, back then Baldwin had those plates available. There was a rule that let us avoid custom fees on small orders under 600. Okay, yeah, I knew we even if there was fees, which I'm sure there were, they were just built into the price. You know, we didn't see customs fee $30,000 or anything like that. MTech needs to make the trim self-aligning like the passage sets. I think they just need to redesign all their tailpiece and all their cams. You know. M-Bell is just like MTech. What? What's a M-Bell? Is that an actual thing? M-Bell? M-Bell is just like MTech. I've never heard of M-Bell. Do I need to Google M-Bell? M-Bell. What? Never heard of it. Section 321. Spitting facts over here, James Randolph. Allows most goods valued at under $800 per person per day. Oh, yeah, so I've never imported anything over $800. Whoa, scroll. Did any Australian answer me on the... Yeah, did anybody... yeah, you do need to change your address. Go to the website and fill out that form. If you're still here. Because... there's still a lock force list for random stickers, which I'm kind of in a quandary right now on stickers. So I'm literally using, because I'm sending out stickers with all the markers and the store orders until I run out of literally everything besides the 2 or 3 of each that I keep for my own. And I just don't know. I'm having trouble figuring out what I want to do with that. And I'm also working on the... Oh, look at that! Look at that! Yeah, that was that's. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That is the. That is the Lishy Cowboy jig. Measurements and stuff. It's coming up one day. There's so many more pieces and so many more drilling things. Oh, the Houdini. Yeah, Jay was like, yo, AKS has Houdini on sale. I told Kim the price, and she's like, buy 3, like immediately. I was like, okay. I felt like Diddy buying lube late at night because I forgot to do it, and it was like 10:30, and I was like, I gotta buy lube. Lube. I can't wait to get all my lube. 3 cases of lube. The only license from MTech that sucks is on the keyed functions. Yeah, we all kind of want to know what the standard backset is over there now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, you never changed you moved to your house. That's like 4 years ago. So yeah, you've missed some stickers. We've shipped stuff to you within the last 2 years. Dalp. That's why I hate that regular sticker. Y'all got to remember to update your addresses, or we're gonna waste money and y'all aren't gonna get your stickers and stuff. Actually, you've probably lost out on pins, stickers, a lot of stuff. No baby oil, just Houdini. Oh, you don't know. You don't know, though. Nobody knows besides Mr. Houdini himself. Yeah, we've just had a lot of stuff going on. Story time. CRC contact cleaner. I need to get some more of that. I've been looking, but everywhere I go to get CRC is not. They don't have it. Even Home Depot. I think it was Home Depot that used to have it. Of course, I hadn't been to Home Depot in a minute, and I keep forgetting. According to Google, thank you, Matthew, the standard back set is 5760. What the hell is that? 60 to 70. Somebody, anybody that's not American, you know, that feels for us. I know somebody's going to Google it, but come on. 60, 70. 60 is, 2 and, the fuck is that? 70 looks 2 3/4, but 60, yeah, that's 2 3/8. Okay. So yeah, y'all can use those. Doubt, do you do much installing? I've got a measuring stick right here bolted on, and it happens to have metric. You would not believe the number of tape measures that don't have metric in the U.S. Dallas, you didn't have to do that. Thank you, though. Appreciate the super chat. Where is J-Bot? Why are you not talking to us?
Announced Locksmith. Chris just super chatted with 27.99. They said.
They said. What did they say? Thank you, Dallas. Appreciate that. You totally didn't have to do that. 2.76. See, that's ridiculous. All right, I'll see what I can do. But you definitely need to get on the sticker list again. Real Google or AI Google. Yeah, you know, I've caught that a lot because now that's the first result is AI pops it out for you. And I don't remember what it was, but I Googled something and I was like, that is not right. Based on the AI thing. What's up, Daryl Bennett? What's up, Ken _? Cause you're in Mexico. Hey, did you get that email that I sent you? But if you're in Mexico, I don't know if you were able to get emails though. What am I looking for? No, I guess you didn't get that email. Yes, you sent me. Thank you for the shirts. I've got them. I'm going to show you all the shirts. Kim actually has to wash them, so she wouldn't don the garment until then. I was trying to get a picture with her, and she's like, "No, all the shirts get washed before we put them on." But I got another package today that may have been a mistake. I don't know if you sent me another package or not, but we do have an unboxing if you did. If not, I can mail it to you. No, don't. That's BS. You're in Mexico. Don't lie. We know. Drinking margaritas. See you, Doubt. So before I opened it, I just wanted to make sure, because sometimes when you order stuff, you accidentally click something and it goes to somebody you gifted something to. Gotta watch that. I almost I almost sent I almost sent one of Kim's friends some kind of lock related thing. I was like, I don't think she wants the drill bits or whatever it was. See you, James Randolph. No, So, yeah, there's some shit going on all over the country right now. When does that weird parade start? Today? Is there some kind of parade going on? I know there's some kind of thing at our Capitol. There's probably going to be like 30 to 50 protesters or people that come. That's pretty much the extent of our crowds that we have. But is it in the middle of the day during the heat, the hottest part of the day? Like, when is the national whatever parade going on? Thank you for the reminder, Gumby. Yes, I was in court. Would y'all like to hear that story? I got served! That was very dramatic. It was very, very dramatic. Hold on before I start that story. We also have 3 of these to do. Gelled when nope, that's the dummy. We're not doing nothing to that one. Dummy. Hold on. Today we're doing gelled when. Yeah, the active side. That's the side we have to rekey, right? Ooh, double bagged. It's very smart, especially since there's so many ways that can easily get scratched. So I'm going to unscrew each one of them very carefully right here with plenty of padding. We'll get to the story time. So with these, in case you want to know, once you take it off the door, you got your set screws and your handle held on there. You take it off the door, and just so you don't have to take this whole thing, you basically, you don't have to do this. Sometimes you do, but if you pop this this rubber out of the way, all right, there's this little tab right here. I actually ordered some of those tabs from All About Doors one time, because if you lose your tab, and these tabs are actually different than they used to be. Lovely. If you lose your tab, and you have to hand make one, so just plop your cylinder out. It's way safer. Put this guy back in the bag, and then grab the other two, and then just rekey the cylinders. Take them to your truck and rekey them or whatever. I'm going to set these right here. Alright, so that's one. One thing that I found fascinating about this stuff. Look at that bag. The bag is like huge. I've seen them, but I've never possessed bags this big before. I can only imagine. Like, so these things are 8 cents each or something like that. Can you imagine how much that is? That's ridiculous. I guess they're not really expensive if you buy a roll of them. Alright, there's another active one. Let's put it open and pop it apart. Where are the keys in here, though? Yep. Yale head keys too. All right, let me take these off. We'll get to the story as we go here. So, those of you who were here, you can finally mark protesters on the card again. When did y'all say that national parade was? Demonstrations here with heat warnings. No, I'll pass. I mean, I don't care. You can have a parade whenever you want. I mean, it sounds expensive though. Like, hey, we got to bring all our tanks. So, ideally, you don't take off that rubber. You just like take this off, and then maybe it'll drop out by itself or pull apart, and then jump. So that's what I'm gonna do for that. Hopefully, not lose them. So this one and this one. Okay, you come down here. Yep. Yep. Alright, last one. Good grief. Okay. So the only thing I see here, you know, just sitting here doing this, what comes to mind for me, given the person who is doing this job, contractor, who I've known for a long time, for real. For real. I've unboxed two, and I've got two different sets of keys. Oh, hey, it works. It's amazing. So this one has to be this one, right? It's not. Okay, let's grab those other keys that I didn't get. That's hilarious. Maybe they got switched around. I don't know. Here's that other set. Okay. Maybe he switched them around. I don't know why he would. Because these look completely unboxed, like you can tell from shipping how it's kind of stuck to it. If he would have taken, I mean, I guess he could have pulled, I don't know why he would have pulled the keys out and moved them around. That doesn't make sense to me. Maybe assembly line and it just skipped. No, if it skipped, it would be the other one, the next one wouldn't work, right? Okay. So, like, there's a reason why to pull the rubber. It's easier. Less chance of those little guys going everywhere. Thank you. Don't forget, pull your rubber, guys. Carefully. You know what? I don't have camera set up right. I don't like how this plastic is sticking out. I feel like if I'm going to trip over it and then mess up the box. What am I looking for? Story time while I'm rekeying cylinders. You won't be able to see my facial expressions. That's the best part of it, right? I mean, I could go all out, but I don't want to be seen as mocking the court. So, which I wouldn't, because it was a pretty cool, chill court. Pretty cool, chill court. I don't go to court often, but it seemed very laid back. Hey, Ken underscore, did you answer my question? Careful with that cake, lady. Jay, I'll have you know that J-Bot says shut it J to everybody. Even when you're not here. So I don't want to give you a spoiler. I don't want to give you a spoiler, but did you answer my question about that package? Because I wasn't paying attention to the chat right after I asked that. Last I heard, you were in Mexico. I think your phone was like covering you. Like, yeah, he's in Mexico. I'm kind of glad we don't have protester an issue with that to have it on a card. So I still gotta look into Bingo Baker, but I don't see the reply here. Oh, question. I've got a packet, another package. Came in this morning with your name. Confused the post office guy. He's like, do you know this guy? I was like, yeah, but I wasn't expecting another package. Maybe he got it mixed up because I know and I mentioned it. It's like, if you have gift recipients, if you don't change it, you'll send shit to somebody else if you don't catch it during the checkout process. So, do I have an unboxing or do I have to mail that to you? Because, I'll mail it to you Monday. I just wasn't expecting anything else, so I just didn't know if it was a mistake or not. Let me go get the camera set up. And I'll take the mobile comments with me so we can see answers to my questions. Oh, shit. Hold on. I had to court prepare my iPad. I just want to make sure before I open it, because I know it can the addresses can accidentally get mixed up. I almost accidentally sent, like I was right there at the end, ready to check out. And I was like, oh shit, that's going to a friend of my wife's. Otherwise known as Kim. Come on, open. Do you not want to recognize my authority? Come on now, this is bullshit. Remove. Don't. Thank you. Okay, let's pull you down. Edit home screen. Boom. 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 And boop. And turn down. There we are. Hey. Okay. I just want to make sure. Doesn't recognize him with a haircut. That was funny. That was one of the things in court was they wanted me to be very clear. Like they kept repeatedly saying, "Could you recognize this individual?" I guess like in a lineup or whatever. I don't know. I watch too much CSI. Even though everybody in the court knows this person, and at one point I was like, after its second or third variation of it, I was like, I gotta back up because I'm confusing some people. But I was like, even my cameras recognize them, and I don't have very expensive cameras. Yeah, I thought about that. However, proof is proof, and regardless of what I say, all of it's facts. So, it's not gonna... do anything. As long as I just say, you know, what happened. All right, we posted the video. Those of you that are here were, a couple of weeks ago, I posted the video of it. And that's actually also why I haven't been doing a lot of videos lately. It's because I've been dealing with a whole lot of video shit on that end. But let's just say everybody that's in charge in this court is aware of the individual. So we got to go rekey these, but I'll finish the discussion. I'll start the discussion over there. Yeah, send that one back to me. I tried to cancel that order, but they couldn't. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I'm glad I asked, because I was like, I think you would have let me know that something was coming. It's like 2 boxes. Feels like 2 boxes. So yeah, I'll get it out to you Monday. I kind of figured that was a situation where if you get in a hurry and it remembers the last address, it's like, don't remember the last address. Always default to your main address, right? Just because I sent a gift one time doesn't mean I want it to default to that. Let me get the camera going over here. I had to get that out of my hand. All right, so basically, dude is the person that goes around here messing with shit in the area, going all the way back to January, across the street. Showed the video of him doing whatever he was doing, screwing around out here, going around back, ripping my wiring off. Everything's been proven. He was arrested a week and a half ago on a Tuesday after the judge signed the warrant, and picked up. Was it Thursday morning? Maybe. Wednesday afternoon. You got served. So 2 officers from the court system, from Capitol Police, came in to serve me a warrant. I wasn't here. Basically, it was a witness, summons as a witness to the state. So I'm a witness for the state to do something about this guy. So I was like, well, shit, thanks for the less than 24-hour notice. Because the court was at 9 a.m. the next morning, and it was 2 o'clock something when they served me. Awesome. Appreciate that. But, you know what? Suck it up. Suck it up, Buttercup. This is what you got to do, right? So I went to court the next morning. And I sat through some interesting cases. I mean, interesting just because it's like I'm here. Let me lay it out for you. This court's not like the traditional Judge Judy stuff where there's a bailiff standing right there. Well, there was, but it's not like that. It's not like the wood paneling and all that. This is a meeting room in an up-to-date building with wood chairs. The judge's bench, which is nothing more than a fancy table with a kind of a front on it. It's not like this huge, no robes or anything. Like, everybody was just wearing clothes, wearing normal, for the most part, clothes, slightly dressy clothes. So, and of course, suits. The main people had on suits, but there was maybe like 4 rows of like 20 chairs. So 20, 40, 60, 80, maybe 100 chairs in there. Maybe less, probably 80. Not even 20. I would say maybe 12. So 12, 24, 30, like 50 to 75 chairs in there. And there were like 4 people there, 4 groups there. One of them was some kind of custody thing with a kid. Okay, whatever. The second one was a chick who threatened somebody online. Don't threaten somebody, especially their children, online, people. She was a hairdresser, I guess, and apparently, according to the prosecutor, said that she was gonna beat her ass and shoot her kids or something like that, which is just horrible. And I don't blame her for that. That's messed up. If that really happened, then that's pretty messed up. You don't say that online. You don't even think that as a normal person, right? No matter how mad you get. So anyway, she pled not guilty. And it's like, you just come up to this little podium, like a little bit, prosecutor's right here, defendant, whatchamacallem, district attorney, and a couple other guys are on this side. Bailiff's off in the bailiff right there, and then like several other cops that had to come for various things. Anyway, she pled not guilty, and the judge was like, stay offline. Let me advise you something, stay offline. Really great guy, very chill. Frequents local businesses here, so he's very familiar with the area, as well as everybody else in the courtroom. They frequent here, Walkers and all the restaurants, and just being Fondren, they're very familiar with the area. So after a minute, they were like, okay, we have this was at the beginning of court, and it was like at the very beginning, we have to do. I didn't go as Lishy Cowboy. We have to do the people who are being held, and he named off 2 names, and neither one of them was the guy and I'm like, I kept looking at my summons going, it is the 12th, right? I don't have my phone in here or any recording devices to record myself, or even a selfie for that matter. Kim was wondering about Apple Watch. Do they make you take that off too? Probably. Anyway, homegirl pled not guilty. She's got to show back up at court in a couple of weeks. Highly advised to stay offline, which sounds like a good idea. Shut your mouth and go to church. Shit. I'm not a big church person, but shit, you need to go to church. Hey.
Hey. How's it going?
Another day. How are you?
Yeah, same. I need these first 4 keys copied. Not this little tiny one, but the others.
Okay. How many of each? Just one?
Just one.
So not which tiny one?
The little, yeah.
Yeah.
The teeny tiny one.
So just one of each.
Yes, sir.
And on this one, did you want to do it on a regular sized head or a bigger head like this?
Don't guess it really matters. It's gonna look different than the other ones, isn't it? Either way.
That's the closest one, yeah.
Okay.
It's only a little bit more.
Yeah. I was just trying to give her, non-identical so she can.
That looks like a lot of other house keys.
Yeah. That's fine. Go with the square head.
Go square.
Yeah. Oh, I like the one with the puppy. Yeah, let's go ahead. I think she has one, but let's go ahead just in case. Pick a good size.
Do that. She already has a key ring. She can just keep them separate. Put
Okay.
one key ring on the other. That's all you need, right?
That'll work. Training a new assistant.
They have experience at all in the grocery world, or
Do what now?
do they have grocery experience already?
Oh yeah, and she's worked for the company before. She came from the store that closed over in Belhaven.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's good, you know.
Never know, right?
You really don't. Oh, I thought the one I had was good, and she likes being a closing manager.
You needed somebody in the morning.
Mm-hmm. I need somebody on my day off, so I can actually have
Have a
days
day off. Yep. All right, 1296. All right, 13, 14, 15, and 20.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. Back out into the furnace.
Yeah. See you later.
Have a good one.
You have to plead not guilty in order to strike a deal. Okay, so yeah, homegirl left. Next up, dude came out in shackles. What did he do? I can't remember what he did. What time is it? 12:13. We've got plenty of time for story time. Can't remember what he did. Drugs? Possession? I want to say it was possession, probably. Yeah, I think he's going back into jail because he had his jail outfit on and was in chains. So, younger guy was pleading to get his license, be able to take his license test again, and it was kind of cool because the judge was like, "Listen," and he was like, the judge was like, why are you why didn't you pass your test?" Apparently, he didn't pass his driving test. So I guess if you get your license revoked for something, you have to repass your test, and he couldn't pass the test, and he was like, "Well, I watched YouTube, Your Honor." So, seriously, and he was like, "Yeah, that's not how you do that. Go get the book and study the book. Don't YouTube the answers." He's like, "There's nothing more than I want you to have your license, so I want you to go study your book, and I want to see you back here within a month." With a past test with your driver's license so that we can celebrate with you and clear out whatever they had to clear out. He was being really nice to the kid. It was like 20-year-old. Hey James, what's up? Yeah, you're welcome. Glad you got that. Thank you. Lock force door marker. What's up, Thoralt? So anyway, the long story short is I don't like making things, like making people have to go to jail, but if you do certain things and you deserve it, and the court decides that you deserve it, then you deserve it. So anyway, finally, after all was said and done, I think that was the last one. Oh, no, sorry, there were two of them. This was funny too. The prosecutor started giggling to himself. He was right in front of me. I mean, literally, I'm like 5 feet away from where they sit. I'm like right there on them. I can almost see the screen that he's watching on. Not that I cared enough. But he was like, they started laughing, and apparently, a guy and a girl, a guy who owns a business, got into it with a girl, and they were pressing charges against her. "Oh, I'm going to sue you. Apparently, they became amicable to each other, They had previously known each other. Sounded like a minor spat. But the prosecutor was like, Judge, I'm not sure exactly what this means, but apparently they were locked up like crabs going across the driveway. And that guy, like, everybody was like, immediate chuckles and laughs, and Judge was like, wait, run that by me again? And he goes, I'm just reading what it says, Your Honor. They're locked up like crabs going across the driveway. And he was like, okay, I think I know what that is, but can we maybe reword that and maybe get a different variation of what that means? And he's like, I think that just means they were fighting with each other. And everybody's like, just full on laughing. By now, there's nobody in there except cops, me, and the official. So now it's full on laughing about it. And maybe one other couple. I don't know what they were doing there. I think they were just there. The judge was like, where do you even come up with the term locked up like crabs? No answer there. So anyway, got a good chuckle out of that. But they were forgiving each other, so they dropped the charges. And finally, it's raining, fuck. And who's parked like this dumb shit? This is dumb shit. So anyway, then I'd been patiently sitting there kind of wondering if I was even supposed to be here because homeboy's not here. Homeboy's not under arrest. So then the judge won't see a demonstration. Yeah, okay. I want the DA and the prosecutor to get out here and show me how this is done. Anyway, ugh. Finally, the specialist, one of the AGs, she's just like an assistant AG, looked at me and said, "You're here for this dude, right?" I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Come on." So I took her back in she took me back in the conference room, which is literally right at court. You open a door and there's a room right there, just conference room. So she's like, "Okay, tell me what's going on." She had already heard it. Immediately prior to her doing that, they had been talking with each other up front, and the judge said, "Oh, he bonded out." And I was like, what? Apparently he bonded or was let go. Due to the nature of the crime, they can only hold him for a set amount of time until charges actually get pressed. So either they voluntarily released him or some dumb shit, excuse my language, dumb shit, bail bondsman bonded him out. Agreed. I don't know who could look. I've even talked to several people. I don't know who could look at this guy and say, "Oh yeah, you're trustworthy." Anyway, I don't know if it was released on voluntary. I think that's what they call it. Maybe not a bond, but I think you have to bond out. I don't know. It's just stupid. Whoever that bail bondsman is, good luck. You deserve that. Because he ain't going to show back up to court unless he's already in cuffs. Anyway, long story short, I was like, okay, so he bonded out. So while I'm in the conference room, she was like, so he did get released, but he signed his release paperwork, fuck y'all. And she later said that, I'm ahead of myself there. So we know what he's like. We dealt with him yesterday or the day before or that morning, or not that morning because I was there. It was, I guess that afternoon, the day before. She was like, I fully agree. Just tell me what's been going on. So before I went there, I downloaded a Google map, and on it, I circled every business owner's property that I talked to, which honestly is not that many. There's only like 7 that own a bulk of this area. I'm just going to let y'all see. So I have previously, over the past 2 weeks, have discussed it with every one of these individuals. Before I went to court that morning, I signed off a couple. I printed out hey, this is so-and-so. I want you to trespass this guy from this property because of problems. Went and got their signatures, 2 of the major people. But on the map, I drew in red around it. And literally when I got done drawing around it, there was literally only the middle of the street. Maybe the sidewalks, but that's even pushing it. So I handed that to her. I handed her the signed statements from both security agencies who, same thing. We've had so many problems with this guy. He did this. the guy up the street, he broke the window out. That building owner had pressed charges. He went down there. I'd gone through the process with him, told him exactly what he needed to go do to do it if he didn't know. I didn't know if he knew or not. But anyway, so he's pressing felony charges. Long story short, she got the whole gist, came out, and while she was in there, she was like, listen, what do you need for this to happen? I was like, a boundary, a bubble. We need a bubble. She goes, how big of a bubble do you need? I was like, yeah, a bubble. Bloop. So basically like an iron curtain for fondren. It's not that cool. But we have a bubble. I think we have a bubble. We should have a bubble. Pretty sure we have a bubble. Of area. He wanted it to be a mile, but when I got back to the shop, because I didn't have my effing phone to figure it out, Google says that anywhere within a quarter or slightly over a quarter a mile of my point is all within the Fonder Business District. You know, I hate that I'm releasing them in the neighborhoods because the judge was like, would a mile cover it? I'm like, you know, a mile's a lot. That would send you all the way up to Lakeland. I was like, maybe half a mile? So I'm wanting a half a mile bubble. An iron curtain, a bubble over Fondren, which I think he signed off on. I don't know if he has been made aware of it, he being the defendant. But for all intents and purposes, we came back out of the conference room. She talked to the judge. The judge says, okay, bailiff, go call his name. They all knew he wasn't there. She went outside laughing. Everybody was kind of like, yeah, okay. She went outside and went, Todd, 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 like 3 times in a row. And I don't care about his name because it's public record at this point. Especially when you're on camera yelling your name. So he wasn't there. Hey.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm trying to get just these 2.
One of each?
Yes.
Okay.
It was crazy in here.
Those 2 are the same key already.
Right, right.
So you just need 1.
2 of both.
Yeah, those are all the same key.
Yes. That's what we were trying to figure out in the car. So I'm giving my mom a pair and I'm gonna get a pair.
Okay.
Yes, and we're gonna give a pair to somebody else.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Thank you. Wow, this is fast.
All right, it's going to be 1188 altogether.
Thank you.
Got 12, 13, 14, 15, and 20. Need your ticket?
Yes, please.
Alrighty, thank you. Have a good
You
weekend.
too. Have a positive weekend.
Thank you. So anyway, they decided to make me testify even though he wasn't there. So I testified to the court. Basically, the key things. I'm only going to tell you once or twice, and if you want to keep doing it, then that's fine. So anyway, please, Mr. Meeks, go sit in that chair right there. Raise your right hand. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth. Everything you see on TV. It was like, oh my God, I must testify witness and testify. And I gotta raise my hand. Anyway, I had to do all that shit. Sat down, basically asked me all the same questions, made me describe the problem. Again, he's causing problems, breaking out windows, blah, blah, blah. They agreed to my bubble. He couldn't really figure it out. Apparently, it's up to 1 year in jail, $1,000 fine. That in Mississippi means that he would spend approximately 3 weeks in jail and not ever have to pay any money. But he does have a felony charge on him too, which may raise it to 3 years, which means he may get 8 months, if that. And the bubble was the important thing. So after the lady, I don't know what to call her. She's like special assistant AG, SAG. She was like, you know, Your Honor, he's been proven to be untrustworthy. He's not trusted to be unsupervised release at all. Y'all saw how he acted. She said for the court, she said he signed his, she said, I hate to be blunt here, but I'm just saying what he wrote, fuck y'all, as a released signature. I think that we do need to put in an iron curtain or bubble. So they went kind of back and forth, and I was like, you know, honestly, a half a mile is completely fine. I personally would prefer like 180 miles plus, but I understand that probably it's not legal at all. But half a mile's completely fine with me. A mile would be great, but I'm trying not to be unfair to this guy. And also, I have no doubt that he's going to break our bubble, but it's important that we have the bubble. Now that we have a bubble, once he breaks said bubble, when the protector of the bubble calls the bubble police and says, hey, he's trespassed from this area, when the police come out like they did before, they can't tell me he's on a public street. You know why? Because he's in the bubble! And he broke the bubble and the rest is fucking ass. Long story short, I think I have a bubble. It's raining. That's it. And we gotta go back to court. So I'll get another summons one day. And it's like I told the court, I've been here 30 years. Your Honor, one of the longest lasting business owners here, and this is the most ridiculous. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you if this wasn't the most ridiculous thing I've ever had to put up with. They agreed with that. El Salvador. Honestly, this guy, I hate to wish ill on anybody, but at this point, yeah, I would go see how you like being in that kind of prison. Put strong bubble gum on his shoes. If I go to all the trouble to set myself up for court, it ain't no laughing matter. And I think they kind of figured that out. And he was also like, I will warn you, Mr. Meeks, that, you know, I don't want to see you back in here under simple assault. I was like, Your Honor, I'm too old for that shit. Excuse my language. And everybody laughed. Like, yeah. So a couple of the guys in suits over here, they were like, come here. And they started talking to me about local gossip in the area. Wait, what's going on with this? What's going on with that across the street? Hey, tell me what's going on over here. In the meantime, the judge is like 5 feet away trying to talk about my case, and they're asking about fondering happenings. I thought that was hilarious. Great guys, and I really like the court. Oh. I mean, it was not stuffy or anything. They're good people over there who honestly care about the community. So that's good. Never had that. You know, street officers only can do a certain amount of things. The officer himself said you can't ban somebody from a public street. Apparently you can. Guess if the judge says you're banned, then you're banned. So, I don't know. Let's go recap these real quick. That's the story. part one altogether. I started doing a video on it, you know, just kind of to lay it all out just for my future reference. But yeah, until it won't come out until we have that second trial, which hopefully he'll catch the charge. He rightfully threw that rock. He was instantly recognized from a fuzzy photo. It's like anybody that's dealt with this person doesn't even need to see his face. They can see him walking away from 100 feet and immediately know who he is. Not because he has a limp or anything like that, just because of how many times people have done that. Now, it's the detention. So, yeah, it's the detention side of it. What was I about to say? Let's go rekey these cylinders and put them back real quick. Yeah, their hands are not so tied. The one thing I like about it is when they do come, they show up in force, like multiple, to show that they mean business when it's needed. And they're not afraid to do that, and they have the resources to do it, to get backup involved. It makes much more of a statement on the evildoers when you have 7 police cars pile in on your ass versus like 1 JPD car, you know? Let's go rekey these. Okay, work cam switch volume now. Okay, we're going to get a check on volume as I start to rekey these guys. Let's see what we got here. Let me kind of do some zooming in, make sure everything's okay on the chat side of it. Oh, let's light this up. Light it up. So, yeah, that is part 1 of the story. So, here's what I think's going to happen, right? A, he is not going to voluntarily show up on his own. The only way we're actually going to see him in court is, nice, good. Thank you for the heads up there. The only way we're going to voluntarily see him in court if he is voluntarily escorted by an officer or involuntarily escorted. They're not going to go find him and cuff him for court. He's got to show up himself. Obviously, he doesn't even bike ride. I've never seen him on a bike or anything. So he ain't going to show up for court. So he's going to be the bail bondsman if he bailed out. Again, idiot. He's going to, be wanted by the bail bondsman. And the judge. So then he'll go get arrested and be found. He's already been found guilty. The proof that I've heard, and even the prosecutor, not the prosecutor, but the special assistant. Uh-oh. What's going on there? Is this fuzzy? Is this clear? Look at this shit. Oh, come on. Really? We'll show up for court, and I'm sure that they'll combine it so all the witnesses are there. Oh, shoot. You know what? That's gonna... You gotta be super careful when y'all get here, y'all. If you shove these stuck pins in too much, right, you're not gonna be able to get it back out. It's a little fuzzy. Okay, well, make up y'all's mind. There, is that better? Dana. Put that special coffee down, Dana. Oh, damn, special coffee. I want special coffee. So, here you got to be super careful when this happens. You want to push it down just enough to not wedge it in that hole, because that can really ruin your day. It's so gritty. Get out of there. Okay, you stay in there then. Not even going to bother repairing it. I'm just going to let it be. Ooh, oh my God. Focus. That is some quality chamfering, y'all. Quality. Focus. I'm firmly of the belief, we're keying it to this Baldwin filler right here. I'm firmly of the belief 6, 9, 8, 6, 9, 7, 9, 9, 5, 9, 7, 9, 8. 5, 9, 5, 9, 7, 8, 8. 5, 9, 7, 8, 8. Or something wildly different because, you know, shitty plug. 5 over here. Yep. 9. Nope. Okay, so retract 1 from everything. 5, 8. Yep, 6. 7, 7. Nope. 7. 8, 8. Ooh, it looks like it works. It looks like it works. Oh, come on. What? I'm trying to be careful because the spring's still in this one. Why are we so janky? Wait a minute now. Hold up. We gotta. Where'd he go? They ain't there. Yeah, my hands shake a little bit. When I got pulled over the other night, the cop was like, "You're shaking," because I was trying to show him my phone. He's like, "You're shaking." I was like, "Well, I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning." That was court day too. And it's now midnight, and I'm driving home. Tired. It's iPhone quality. You will when I do. Right back at you. Well, I will when you do. And caffeine. And yes, I've had professionals say you drink too much caffeine. Shut up! Who asked you? Who asked you? Now, why is this one acting up so much? Let's try to get this guy in here. God, that is so not great. I'm seeing some green here, y'all. Look at this. Let's investigate this. Dun, 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 dun. Where's my microscope? For God's sakes, don't lose it. Is it going to autofocus? Yeah, it's not really a great camera. There's what appears to be corrosion here. So typically, what I'll do, because I usually just have these top pins may be too long for those long ass pins, you're right. Does it require balanced pin stacks, or is it just a shitty cylinder? So usually I'll just grab a file and just lightly kind of spin it and do this. You can chuck it up in a drill, you know, and spin it. This trick is especially important on going back to M-Tech and Baldwin. M-Tech and Baldwin love their pins getting cut or jammed up right there. Much better. Well, much better, but still kind of crappy, right? Oh wait, do I need to check the pins? Let's do another one and see if it's just the core. Let's see how long these pins are too. Okay, spring valve. Boop. Boop. I bet those keys are metal. No, those are short ass pins, y'all. That ain't the top pins. That's just a shitty core. That is a super short pin. Ain't no way those need stacking. And a very serious, yeah, they're all the same size. That ain't top pins. That's about a one. That's less than a. That's like a 141. Looks like 145 maybe. Which would be the shortest. Did I get all three of those? No, I missed one because I feel it. Where'd it go? That was stupid, Jason. Let's try that one more time. Put the right ones back in there. 1, 2, 3. I know you're going to be like, Jason, you're taking apart the cylinder that you hadn't even checked yet. Take apart the other one. Okay, yeah, well, we'll check it. But I just wanted to see. All right, what do we have? 5, 8, something 7, 7, 5, 7, 8, 8. I forgot what that second one was. 9, 8. No, 8. 8 right here. Yep. 8. I thought it was 7, 7. Wait a minute. Didn't I just use 7, 7 for the last one? Quality. I don't know. I gotta go back and check now. Oh my God, it's the cores, y'all. It ain't. This one is just shit. Come on. Jammed up right there. Look at that. Wow. And it feels like when you're putting it in, it feels like it's rubbing on the key somewhere. It feels like bubble gum. All right. Third time's the charm, right? Let's see if we have a perfect cylinder. Spring out. Keys out. Oh, well, let's see if these are magnetized. They are not. That's impressive. All right. What was it? 5, 7. Right there. 8, 8, 8. I'm gonna look at the comments now to see if y'all actually 8675309. And did I put 88 in there before? Okay, I guess I did. Shit, y'all have better memory than I do. Yoop. Yoop. Come on. So here's another big problem with designers. They don't consider that. Look at this pressure right there. Look how high that sticks up. And then compare that to that. So that is way too much pressure. Because when you put your cap on this guy and you screw it down, the more pressure we have pushing up on that. And literally, as soon as this decides to slope in a little bit, it's going to shoot out because of all that spring pressure. So, what I do in that case, it's more than likely a case of the hole not be drilled deep enough. Let's see, never drop a pin in there without the spring. Hell, thought I was about to. I was just checking something. Oh no, that's not going to work. Where's a pokey tool? Pokey, something to get down in the hole. There's one. So the hole is just barely longer than that. That's crazy. So the only logical solution here is to cut the spring. Not with that, though. Well, it did work. All right, we're going to flip it upside down so that cut end is not interfering with anything. And there we go. That's a little bit better. Children, hey, can I send y'all a message about that? And I'd be like, yo, that's too much spring pressure, yo. It doesn't have to be that strong. Doop, 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 doop. Perfect. That means I do have to fish out that spring. God, it's so shitty. Chinese quality there. And honestly, it's pretty doubtful. I wonder if this is going to be the same way. Look at that corrosion building up in there. It's actually white. That's insane. Hold on, let's see something. Is this the same way? Same damn way. Yeah, that's way too much. Way too much. Come on out. No, get you out. Let's try your magnet trick. Do I have a magnet up here? I do. Pretty powerful for this little task. Okay, I can't even pull the magnet off, so never mind. We're just going to poke it out. Kim started playing with our big magnet the other day. She's never really... I don't know why she started playing with it. There it is. Yeah, I don't know why she started playing with it, but she did. And I was just like, ah! You're welcome, unknown customer, for saving you from grief. Are you familiar with Fondren, Walker's Drive-In? Right across the street. Uh-huh. Let's get this done and reboxed up. And yes, you're welcome, random homeowner, for saving you from a weird repair bill because your key pulled out your cylinder and little pins went everywhere. Screwing up future service calls for locksmiths everywhere. Good job, Jason. Okay, maybe, yeah. Gelled when the son of a bitch. Gelled when makes the best stuff ever. All you need is a good whacking every so often. That'll fix you right up. Oh, wrong end. Don't tell me you've not ever cut a spring before. I ain't gonna clamp vice grips on their Baldwin key. Look, it's a metal forger. Nope, that's a Tomlin. That's a new one. But it's one of ours. It's wow, this is the old key before we effed up the 601. Look at that. So this guy's been around for a minute. A whole minute. He did. Oh, well, given the customer who this is, yeah, I see why. These are usually, so this contractor is one of those, if your house ain't worth a few million, I ain't coming to work on it type guy. So, guess somebody's getting them some fancy new jailed wind door. Didn't this one give me a problem? We're going to go with the smack theory on this too. I cut the spray on all three. Ooh, much better. Well, much better than it was. It just needs some working. We gotta work it. Work it. Woo! Okay, let's go put these back on. More than likely, they'll never get used with the key from outside. Let's give it one more smack. Try not to bend the key when you do this. Ah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Helps a little bit. Okay, we're done with the actual locksmith shit of this day, alright? Yeah, I bet Rune smacks D12s all the time. Alright, bitch, who's in my parking spot out here? And why? Wait, how's this? My pad's not working. Almost forgot to change the mic. Okay, turned off the double mic. Alright, let's get these back in the appropriate places there. So, alright, first step. Y'all want to see the lever shake? I didn't show you the lever shake. It's just classic style. No big deal. Okay, I guess you didn't really want to talk, did you? So they've got the plastic bag and an anti-static bag, and then a super big bag. Alright, okay. Pop your rubber off. Very important. stick it in the hole. Put your tab on. It's like just basically a bent piece of metal. Specially bent for its pleasure. Don't forget your lock washer. The previous versions of this did not come with a lock washer. Boop. Tighten it down, make sure the key works from the outside. It do. And then, oh wait, I didn't. You gotta be careful when you're putting this on. So what happened, just to show you, like it didn't, like it cocked it over a little bit, and I did the final tightening. So I'm gonna back it out, hold it with my thumb, and then tighten it down so that it's perfect along the Bible there. Check the key again. We're good. Put your rubber back on and wrap it up. If you're driving listening to this, I swear to God I'm working on locks right now. Alright, so that one goes in this big bag with the dummy. Yep. And this one goes in here. We didn't pull the rubber from this one, so looks like we have the bracket and the lock washer still there. Good. Boop. Rubber down, clip on. Flip on the right way. Hold it with your thumb. Screw it. Very gently. Screw it. Don't want to strip out that screw. That would be not a good thing either. Key works. Rubber back on. We're almost done. Did I have anything up front important? I had a issue. So the rubber seal on the back of my van, the double doors, the door's not closing real great all the time, and I kind of inadvertently didn't protect it during the rainy season, in the summer. Get on. Why are you not going over that? This happens every summer anyway. Literally, it doesn't have to rain on my tools. Just the humidity alone can cause it to rust up. So we have rust. Here we come, basically back into rust season. Not the movie Rust. Rust is in, shit that messes up all your tools. Because I got to a job the other day and opened up my tool bag to discover my S-wing and my chisels and a handful of specialty bits were all caked with rust. Upon further investigation, the bags were soaking wet, which is why I have two tool bags hanging on my wall over there. I'm actually going to go pull those down as soon as I get done with this. I love these bags. It's crazy. And this is like 8 mil. That is not a cheap bag, y'all. Get in there. Alright, hurry on that fitting in the box like you're supposed to. There you go. It's 1 o'clock. Young start screwing around with points and stuff. Or game on for a few minutes while I finish up. But we're not gonna jump to the other screen while y'all are doing that because it clutters the heck out of chat. So y'all literally only have like 5 minutes. I didn't realize it was 1 o'clock. Otherwise, I would have let y'all be doing this while I was doing this shit. But game on, slots and duels. I don't know. Did we ever get the duels down? Did we ever get them to work right? I never did. I mean, honestly, I hate to say it, but nowadays, when I'm done with live and I have administrative tasks that I got to do, it's much easier to do it while it's live. So short of me running an extra live later on to twiddle with settings, I kind of only do administrative tasks when we're actually live. I know that sucks, but you looking in here? You coming in here? You coming in here, bro? You coming in here? I have a smart tag. You would think that since it's a smart tag, it would have like smart features. Nope. Nope. No smart features. Oh, I know who that is. Let me grab my phone. No, ain't no smart features to that tag besides an area that you can write on. Hello.
How you?
Good.
What did you get? Okay. Those two.
Okay, one of each.
Yeah. Hey, I got a key made a while back, and it didn't work. I just thought about it. Is there any kind of way I can get it rekeyed? I mean, get it.
You gotta
Be
bring
done.
it back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll bring it back.
Yep.
I just thought about it.
What kind of key was it?
It was a key like one of these.
Car key?
Oh, dual key. Oh, dual key.
Okay. Might need we can recut it for you. Usually what we do the first time. So do you have a better key you can make it from? Or?
Well, the key that you made it from was the original, so
Okay.
I can bring it back and I'll bring it back sooner or later.
Bring it back. Fine.
I'll bring it back sooner or later. I mean, yeah.
any of that one.
Some ones up in there.
Sure.
Let me go get my car.
Okay. Nope. Where's my vehicle? Vehicle single-sided. One of those, two of those. He has the old gold-plated Cadillac keys, and they're copies most of the time. So that's very unusual. So Cadillac, back in the 6-cut days, would send out gold-plated keys for some of their luxury models, and they were gold-plated, so fancy, right, with the logo and everything. And a lot of people think, you know, oh, this is a gold-plated key. This is an original. I can guarantee you, he thinks those are original keys. They're not. They're copies. You used to could get. All right, 1377 altogether. Just tap it right there.
I might slide it.
Oh yeah, you can insert it from the top. No, that one didn't go through.
You did? This. I guess I got everything.
You good to go?
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Have a good weekend.
All right,
Has anyone won any? Oh, you know what? Didn't I add more? Oh, we got the smileys. Oh, look at that. We've got, instead of words, do we still have some messed up words though? What should I want? It's fixed, no winners. Okay, hold up, stop. Unless you want to keep betting, stop for a minute. Let me adjust that. That's funny. Let me see what's going on here. How does that? Commands, chat commands, edit. Okay, so manage combos. Create. I have. I have so many. Okay, minimum bet, maximum bet. How many icons to randomize? 3. Yeah. Hide the winning message. Hide the winning message is an option. Useful if you want to only use the slots win alert. Alert page. Slots win alert. Holy shit. Has that been happening for the winners? No, we don't want to text to speech that. Advanced. Variations. Equal to combo equals string. Equal to combo equals string. Let me look. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Hello.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Get some keys made.
Okay.
Get these are 3 house keys.
Okay, want 3 of that one?
Yes, sir.
Did you want to do all brass or any of the colors?
What does that mean? How does that work?
Solid brass, or the brass ones are $275.
Is that brass?
It's mostly, yeah. or the painted.
Oh, you mean the color? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
or those are $375.
Okay.
That can
You
be
know
done.
what?
That
That'd
can-
be cool. Boy, it's for my grandsons.
So any of the round shape heads, it would be nothing up there, but anything on this board
Oh,
with this shape head. So you got that row, you got that row, you got that row.
but this is what you call a round shape head? Chris?
Yeah, versus the triangular shape. So
Yeah.
you got
Give me-
some sports right there. You got
Where's sports at?
football,
Okay.
basketball.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
There's quite a few different things up there.
Okay, let's see. Take one of those. I want a regular. One of the boys of mine, he likes blue. I don't know which one to do. I'll choose. Where's the one basketball shirt? I don't see the basketball.
The yellow.
Okay. Yeah, put that for him.
Okay.
And other son, then one more for other boy. He likes to lift weights. I never known this. That's pretty awesome. Wow, this is interesting. I've never seen nothing like this before. No. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
This
here comes weights. I mean, aside from like military or any of the wolves or anything like that, or maybe camo, racing, I don't know if he's into racing, or motorcycles. Okay.
got your shoppers here. Gonna put another hotel down the street.
We got a couple of developments coming up that nobody's really privy to right now. I don't think so. More of a condo type situation back here.
Well, it'd be a good thing. And then
That's pretty much known that they're putting in a condo directly behind us. Apartments or condo, I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
behind this place.
Yeah.
Really?
12:15. Just tap it right there.
Okay. Two of those.
All right, 5:51. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks. Have a good one. Use a random icon to represent any symbol in any position. The position of each symbol is important. Spinning the exact sequence is required to win. So if you get 3 in a row, you get 10 times whatever you bet. If you get 2. So we need to reduce. Oh, that's probably what it is. If we reduce. Okay, let me save that because I've got a lot of combos, but I've got a lot of icons. So I need to remove some icons, right? Because the more icons, the less chance of you getting a combo. So if I've got 7 icons and I've removed 1, that will give you better odds. Am I correct in thinking that? Right? I think that's right. I'm not a huge gambler. But, so now we're at 6 icons. If you shuffle those up, there's more of a chance. So basically, every combo I have listed is 2 or 2 or 2. 2 on this side, 2. If I reduce it to 3, you would win every time. 4 adds a level. 5 adds a level. Let's try it with 6. And next step, next step, next step, next step. Complete and save. Refresh. Carry on. Here, I'll burn my points. Slots 500. Let's see what happens. Let me burn my points before y'all go to. All right, take care, King's Classic. Have a good one. Okay, handshake, pepper, and orange. Handshake, pepper, and orange. All right, let me go back to that. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Slots, edit, manage icon. Handshake, peppers. Wait, what? All right. Oh, wave. I don't know why I said handshake. Wave, pepper, and orange. Wave, pepper, and orange. Alright, so let's take away wave. And that'll leave us with 5. Let's take away 2. Let's go ahead and knock it down to 3. If I take away 3, you should be able to technically win. So we're going to leave Laughy Face, peppers, oranges, and Bro Fist. Let's try 5. No, we're going to stay with 5. I think if we go to 4, everybody will be winning all the time. We don't want that. Alright, let me burn some points again. Whatever. The orange, damn it. Alright. Slots 500. Do I even have 500 left? Maybe I better tend to that, huh? Chatbot commands. Let's see. Loyalty points, users. Oh, yeah, I got 5,000. I can afford to burn some. Fred, you climbing again. Congratulations. Okay, so why didn't I get a win on face? Is that a combo? I think it's the combos are messed up. Hold on. Don't do it yet. I think the combos are messed up. Okay, let's go to settings. What's going on? I know what's going on with it now. Manage combos. Yeah, y'all would have never won. Hold on, let me delete this. Delete. Every combo that was a winner is not actually here. Okay, add combo. I got it now. Ooh, look, now it's automatically doing it. Okay, oh, that'll work. Okay. So, 2 peppers and a Bro Fist. 1 pepper and 2 smiley faces. 2 oranges. With the green, with the apple-like stem and a laughy face. So I wonder if it has to be on, I guess it has to be on each side. Okay. Add combo. Add combo. Alright, so then we're going to change this to, you get all 3 peppers, you get 100 times. If you get 2 smiley faces, you get, or 2, you get, we'll go 5. How about this? 5. You get 2 apples, oranges, and a laughy face. That's 2, 2, 2. Why is that a combo? Why is that even a combo? I gotta change it. That's like if you get a bro fist, a pepper, and a laughy face. This is one of those things when you go sit down in front of a real slot machine, and it rolls some stupid shit on the screen, and it's like, boo, 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 boo. Ooh, you won, and you're like, what the fuck? How did I win that? What logical order is this? You know? All right, so we're gonna remove that. No, let's just change that variation. Let's say if you get 3 laughy faces in a row, you'll win. Yeah, you'll get 6 times whatever. Okay, let's save that. See what happens. Everybody should win way more now. Okay. All right, let's go back. You know, I feel bad for a couple of people, especially Fred, since he's. Let's go ahead and fix Fred. Fred, you're already down to 610. Stop it. Here, I'm going to give you another 2,000. So now you're up to 610. Everybody else is like, what the heck? Nate G, you're good. So I'm going to... Oh, no, that gives you 20,000. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you 25 more. No, that's 360. No, that's 35. Let's go, Nate. We'll just give you 5,000 even, since you're like right up there. Wes, I'm going to give you like 138, 6 million something. Wow. No, that's not fair. I'm going to take them all away. Devo been betting big. Did you just okay, everybody else. Gumby, what happened, man? I'm gonna give you 2,000. Jimmy, are you here, Jimmy? I'm gonna give you 2,000. 2020. Terrible year. Ken Nixon's not here. He's at 0. Can we negative out him? Negative 2,000. Negative 20,000? Nah, he can't go negative. That's a shame. All right, everybody else I think's from last week. All right, are y'all winning now? Stop bitching about it. Those aren't winning combos, according to this thing. But I can add a few more. So I can create a variation. Well, y'all can keep playing if you want. You're good. Alright, let's say manage combos. Let's create a variation from this combo. Add a combo down here. Yeah, there you go. We'll make that 3. Let's just add a few. Boop, 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 boop. Ooh, I added a lot of combos there. Okay, you should be good now. Okay, keep going. Refresh. Now there's like, I just randomized like a shoot load of combos. So you should win something. Why are y'all in a cooldown period? You big gamblers. Hey, Pete. Ooh. Hey, Matthew. Oh, we gotten some winners. Yeah, there we go. Getting some winners. Hey, at least there's winners. At least y'all can see I'm trying to make y'all win, right? Y'all would have never won before, so I felt bad for your points. We're still live. It's 1:30. I know we got to go. Damn. G-Key, man. Y'all get your jollies on. If you'd like to cash out, please. Yeah. How did you win with 3? That was a random one. They have to be in that order, so technically 21. Why is there a cooldown? Is that forced? Let's see. Is there a forced cooldown? I don't think I can. Oh, yeah, hold on. I know where to fix that. No, I can't fix that. Alright, my last time. Everybody get their last jolly in. Slots. Did I win? Let me go back. Did I win anything? 8G. Oh, I lost 2,000. Shit. That sucks. Still a lot of better luck next times, though. Okay, there's a winner. Gumby, you won. Super. No, yes. Yes, I've only won one. Manage combos. I added 13 combos, and they are all different. And you literally have to get them in order. So if we just add combos, combo. Like now we got. Now we got 31 combos. That's like 31 flavors. Can you win with 31? Can you win every time with 31? Let's see. Oh, wait, I need to give myself more points. Hold on. If y'all have to go or whatever, you know, we are definitely running behind. So, y'all have a great weekend. A million. A million! I'm going to go all out on this one. We're going to update the minimum, maximum. Points, slots. Maximum bet amount. We're going to crank that up to 5,000. Careful. 5134, that looks good. And slots, 5,000. Wait, you rolled 3 smiley faces? I mean, that should be an instant win, right? See you, Ken. Oh, shit. Alright, those should be... Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut it off now. I can see I need to fix some things again. And we're way over time, so we got to get out of here. Oh, wait, what just happened? Refresh. Oh, you know what? Oh, Mr. T. You still here, Mr. T? Points off. Duel off. Where are you? Mr. T, you still here? I forgot to bump you into the store. Let's see. How did you do that? VIP ahead. It. Mr. T. Yeah, you're still here. Does that work? I may have to put a quotient in there. Alright, y'all, let's go ahead and disassemble. Time for us to get the heck out of here. Alright. Did it work? I don't know if it worked or not. Nope, doesn't work through there. Which is strange because it should. Commands. Chatbot commands. Oh. Okay. I typed it in wrong. Thank you, Wes. Jason's stupid. That's when I have moderators. God, shouldn't have been ad in there. All right, clear out this. We are going to disassemble because we can't, be done without disassembling. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to all. And happy Mother's Day to all those mothers that have dealt with, dads. Lock force, disassemble! Boom. Hope everybody has a great weekend, though. It's Flag Day. Man, I want a good buffet. I've been craving like a good buffet, but not Chinese. Like, not Golden Corrals. Or I want Western sizzling from the 1990s when it was actually a good buffet. Western sizzling buffet. Transport me back to 1990, and I'll get all up in that buffet, man. Yep, even if you're a dad dog or a lizard dad to a dog or a human kid or a lizard or a, frog, whatever, a bee, I don't care. You're a dad. Happy Dad's Day, right? After the food talk, I just realized I was getting hungry. Oh, let me show you the shirt. Thank you, Ken _. It's funny. It's funny. I'm gonna wear this to the movies tonight, just to embarrass Kim. And I got Kim a shirt too. I'm super trying. Well, they're not gonna be able to be washed in time, but I'm super trying to get her to wear it too, at the same time as me. So those are going home to get washed before we wear them. This will come back to you, Ken, if you're still here. Did that. Don't really have anything else to cover, do I? We didn't even get to up front, so it's cute. It's funny. So we're totally gonna wear that and take Kim to court in that shirt. Yeah, that would be funny, wouldn't it? Thanks again, Ken _ for the shirts. And Dalston and Gumby, y'all totally didn't have to super chat. We appreciate the donations to the channel. And yeah, we've already obviously investigated that, so it's just funny. Freaking shipping. And now we know the rigmarole with Rune's area too. The door cam froze. Yeah. Oh well, doesn't matter. We're done. I'm gonna go fix it right now. Hey, I fixed it. Good job, Jason. I appreciate everybody for being here. Happy Father's Day to the dads. And let me get out of here. I gotta go.